Hey, what's up, Garrett? I'm really excited to get my SMP today.
What are you doing, filming me?
Yeah, sorry, man, but so where are we doing? We're doing it like right over here,
No,
right?
no.
What do you
Keep pulling your pants. No, this is not.
Derma match. About to get my SMP. SMP.
The other door is open.
Oh.
It works 50% of the time.
Oh, thanks, man. Sorry, bro. I just want to get cash. How are you? Do you get taller?
I think so.
Lots going on. All right, so I got Garrett here from State Your Company and
Derma Match Hair Clinic.
Derma Match Hair Clinic, and where are we right now?
We're in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Arizona. So I found you on Google. I think you had over like 60 reviews of 5 stars, and I was like, let me just reach out to this guy. And I tried reaching out to you. I think you were just so busy, like it took a while. I just found your cell phone number, I think. Ended up calling you, and you got back to me like literally right away. So then getting in touch with you was super easy. You were texting me back, kind of like telling me about the whole process. But like for those that don't know, what exactly is it's scalp micropigmentation, right?
Yeah. Shortened is abbreviated as SMP. So it's basically similar to tattooing, except you're using different kinds of pigments, not tattooing, and you're not going as deep into the skin, and using much finer needles. So you create little tiny bits in the skin that look like hair stubble, or with thinning hair, it looks like you've shaded the scalp darker to make it look like you have more hair than you actually do.
So how and isn't it true like it creates angles of like there's certain angles it hits to, or it like creates a look to where it's just taking a tattoo gun and like just going straight ahead?
Well, it depends on the look that you're trying to create for the client. So sometimes you're just going straight down, so you create all these tiny points that have no length to them whatsoever.
Right.
But through the process of putting a layer down of all these points and then adding another layer where you're going in between those points, you create this staggered look that looks like, it gives the illusion of hair texture.
So who would you advise the treatment for?
Anybody that wants their hair to have their hair look fuller, because you can get this done if you have thinning hair or if you're completely bald on top.
Oh, you can do it with thinning hair too, like people who have actually hair in their head?
Yeah, about 15% of my clients are women that have longer hair, and they just
Get out of here.
yeah, you can see their hair when you pull their hair to the sides, like these gaps and stuff. Filling all that in makes their hair look fuller even without adding actual hair. Just the illusion of not seeing a white scalp shine through makes it look like there's hair there.
I had no idea that you had women that were clients. I thought you only did men.
No.
Like with like that are just going bald and stuff.
No, it's thinning hair a lot because a lot of my clients, about half of them, have already had hair transplants, and those are never enough because the hair follicles don't get close enough together when they put them into the top of the scalp. So I'm always filling the gaps in between.
So you read my mind. My next question is actually going to be, what's your opinion on, hair surgery, hair transplant versus doing something like this?
I don't think they should be versus.
Okay.
But I would say, because I think they both work together, like having hair transplant on your head is going to add more dimension to your hair. It's gonna make it look better no matter what. I can say that if you're planning on keeping your hair longer, you're gonna need a hair transplant. So that's one thing. If you're shaving your hair down short, it can go either way. I think if you're planning on potentially getting a hair transplant, start with SMP, see if it's good enough, and if not, if you want that a little bit of length on it, you're gonna have to get some transplant hairs in the center here where you're losing the hair, so you can grow a little bit, maybe get some stubble going, a little bit longer stubble.
What is the percentage of, because I know a guy back in New York who had the hair transplant, and it's back to receding again. Like it didn't even really work. Like I see a lot of guys, it doesn't even really work. Like, does it actually work? Because I don't think I've ever seen like a real one in person.
No, if someone was completely bald and they got it done, you would see drastic results. But if someone's getting it done because their hair is thinning, then they've got the transplant hairs in there, mix it with their real hair, and you think, oh, everything's great now. But that hair that was going to be gone anyway, the one that was already there when you did the transplant, that's going to eventually fall out. So now you're left with just the transplant hairs, which look like you're back to your hair looking like crap again. So you either get more transplants,
Ugh.
I mean, and
Sounds horrible.
I think SMP should always be a part of your equation regardless, because no matter how many transplants you get, they can't really get the follicles close enough together, because every little point that goes into your head that's a follicle they pulled out of the back and put on top creates a little tiny ring of scar tissue, and those points can only be so close together. So I have to get in there in between and add some SMP points.
Yeah, and you're obviously very detailed with your work. Like it's usually not like, I mean, it depends on the person, right? I guess some people need one session, or like then you do like a follow-up, or like what is everyone's head different? Like what?
Yeah, some people's skin just takes better.
Right.
So if I see somebody on the second session, it looks like a lot was faded out, like 25-30% faded out, then I'm gonna have to fill that in more. And second sessions are also a good time to talk about, okay, do we want to make this a shade darker, or do we want to lower your hairline at all? Do we want to modify your hairline in any way? I think that you know, if you're gonna have 2 or 3 sessions, I mean, that's why I charge up front, and whatever, however many sessions you need is what you need. Because those things, I have an idea of what I want your head to look like based on all the heads I see and all the faces I see. Right. You may get used to the look and you say, I want to modify it this way. And then, yeah, you know, people's skin types, some people's skin's thicker, thinner. Some people, I just touch their head barely touch it, and it turns like, it absorbs the
Really?
So I have to be really careful. I have to gauge per client's thickness.
Well, what is my head like? Does my head absorb the ink or
You
not?
have really thick skin, but...
No, I got thick skin. What are you fucking trying to say, man?
But I think you went out in the sun before we did your first session, so you did have some shedding.
Oh yeah. I was laying down in the pool, getting my tan on in Arizona in 100-degree weather. But all right, I'll let you go. I know you're busy. Where can people reach you at?
Dermamatch.com has a contact us thing. There's info at Dermamatch. You can contact me through Instagram. Just search.
What's your Instagram?
2 of them, but Dermamatch. If you just type in Dermamatch, there's only 2.
Okay.
One is my training one, and one is my actual, hair clinic.
Really quickly, let's touch on that. So you do training for people too, right?
Yeah, well, I sell the products that allow people to, use all the Dermamatch equipment, needles, and pigments and stuff. So
That's
I
crazy.
show people how to use it when I do those tutorial videos.
That's awesome. And then, what was I gonna ask you too? That's pretty much it. Oh, and then, how long have you been doing this for?
I started just experimenting about 14 years ago.
Didn't you start on yourself too? Like you did your own head, or like part of it?
Well, I started with like tinting my own scalp with hair dye. That would only last for a few days. So then I actually was trying to find the finest tip markers, because I was trying to create those little points. And
Yeah.
like obviously tattoos became the most obvious thing. And my mom did eyebrows and permanent makeup stuff. So
Nice.
I just adapted that into my technique, and there was no, the tattoo guns that were out there and the permanent makeup pens that were out there. Neither of them really seemed right for this.
Yeah.
So I had to work on customizing that.
And they have that powder stuff that whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, powder. If you have longer hair, you put powder in, and that'll clean it up.
That black
So I was
stuff.
doing all sorts of stuff to try and cover up my hair loss, but I wanted something more permanent. So.
It's funny how hair loss to guys is like such a big thing, but then I think about it, it's like girls get fake tits, the fake ass, they get everything, whatever. It's like it's a you want to feel better about yourself.
The amount of money spent for women and their beauty products in 1 year would equate to this procedure.
Wow.
In some cases. Some women do spend a lot on their, regular hair dyeing and whatever makeup.
Ah, yeah. Well, I did the math. I'm saving a lot of money on haircuts, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, shave your own head.
So easy. I don't have to worry about my hair.
Yeah, it's a load off most people's shoulders, not having to worry about how to cover up their hair loss that day, whether it's wearing a hat or putting powder in there, or whatever the case. Just shave it and have a short haircut.
Yeah, awesome. All right, I know you got another appointment, so I will let you go. I'll put the links and everything in the description. And then, yeah, man, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it, brother.